All right, so one more time, we're going to run through these names for you in Section 404, the SMR. Chantilly in 1, Paul Lawrence 2, Motor City 3, Hermitage 4, Cheltenham 5, Boys and Girls in 6. Look out for Christian Brissett there in Lane 5. You're looking at Motor City starter right now. But Lane 5, Christian Brissett, he is one of the fastest 60-meter runners in the nation. It looks pretty tight. It looks like he's making up the stagger there on Lane 6, Christian Brissett in the blue and gold.
Definitely making up that stagger. That's Boys and Girls and Cheltenham rolling
Cheltenham,
around.
that is, coming out on Boys and Girls. This first 200 leg for Christian Brissett is off the wall. He's going to get the stick to his teammate in first. Hermitage, close. Hermitage.
Oh, wow. How did they get that off?
You can see him laying on the ground. Do not know if that was
Let's see the white
clean
flag or yellow flag. No flags.
Wow.
Somehow they got that off. I have no idea how they got that stick off.
A facial, why don't you? But nonetheless, it's Cheltenham still with room on the rest of the field. Look at Motor City motoring into second.
Here we go. Jalen Banks with Hermitage. They're the defending national champions. But right now, it's all Cheltenham from Pennsylvania leading it off.
You can see Motor City there in the orange. Detroit, Michigan's finest club, one of the best in the nation. When I talked to them at the Michigan State meet, I told them Cheltenham's going for the national record, and they audibly laughed. They laughed, thinking that they could do it too. They want the SMR, but we have 4 teams all bunched up. And I haven't seen Richard Rose yet. So Richard Rose.
Look at that. Boys and Girls just jumbled up with Team Motor City on that last turn. And fighting for a position. They're falling back. Richard Rose is going to have to do some work on this anchor leg.
Richard Rose is one of the finest half-milers, yes. But so is John Lewis. John Lewis is U.S. #1. He opted to not run the Open 8 so he could get this national record and lead Cheltenham to the victory. 1:34 on the clock for Cheltenham boys. They're going for the national record. The fastest 800-meter runner in the nation has the baton, and he is leading the way right now.
They're going to have to split 150 to get that national record. That puts it in perspective how hard that record is. Let's see what they do right here, guys. 600 meters to go. 3 laps. Cheltenham, Pennsylvania, #1. In second, that's Paul Lawrence.
That was a 25 opening lap. My goodness there. Paul Lawrence also in the white and blue, sticking on John Lewis. And there's Motor City, as to be expected. And Boys and Girls, Richard Rose is on the infield. He's not even running.
He must have pulled up just because they couldn't win it. He wants to save himself for the open events. Very smart. Cheltenham, 400 to go. 2:27 on the clock. The record is 3:24.
Cheltenham still leading the way over the rest of the field. It's been all John Lewis, a 150 anchor for Cheltenham. All these guys know is we just got to stick on him and stay with him because he's one of the best in the nation. But that is what the team in the chase, Paul Lawrence, has been doing in the white and blue. Paul Lawrence actually trying to make a move here.
At the bell.
Oh, John Lewis at the bell lab. Lewis seems conservative. He's not worried about that pass. And some gap is being created in front of John Lewis. Can John Lewis hold on and make a move with 100 meters to go? Paul Lawrence doing something absolutely ridiculous right now. 3-meter gap here on John Lewis, and he might run out of real estate. Lewis better move. This is an outstanding finish from Paul Lawrence's anchor leg, and this would not to be expected. He looks to his left, gritting his teeth. Your new national champions.
Watch the clock, everyone. Wait for new national record.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. By half a second, Paul Lawrence, it was not Cheltenham. Look at him raise his hands in the air. Fired up. And he gives a hug to John Lewis. My goodness, John Lewis, the shock of the century. And the emotion says it all right there. Paul Lawrence with the new national record of 3:24.16. He's slapping the track. This is a scene, ladies and gentlemen. National record. I think that's the 5th of the day. Oh, my gosh. Welcome to New Balance Nationals, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the awards presentation.
Tears.
1600 Sprint Medley Relay Championship. As we congratulate the following. 6th place.
Oh my gosh. Getting pictures for Paul Lawrence for the victory. Another national record in the books.